Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to True Hall of Fame Bills in association with the Hear Me Out podcast. Y'all already know. This is the Man Talk segment where we have deep conversations. We speak about real topics and people get their feelings hurt. Y'all already know. On y'all way in, hit the like button. We got to discuss this, man, because this is a very I saw Anton Daniels having this discussion on his panel, and I think that this conversation doesn't get spoken about enough. And this is something that I feel, as me being a person that unfortunately, the world would consider a minority, or they would force us on the black side, and we are black. It is what it is. But I wanna dive right into this because this is a very touchy subject, and on this one I'm gonna let a lot of the video go because I want y'all guys to really grasp the concept of what's being said here. Because this young lady right here, see, it's women like you about to hear right now on the screen that push, that we should be applauding and pushing them forward and giving them the recognition. But let's dive right in, man.
I said when black women are very serious about gaining capital, gaining ownership, and winning in the system and just maintaining peace, they will make it their mission to get away from the black community. Because what they'll learn is all skin folk ain't kin folk. If you want a better life, you will have to expand beyond the black community. This means stop limiting your business to only black people. Stop limiting your dating to only black people and understand individuality and expand. This will open you up to much more opportunities, much more capital, and much more cash. We are the only group without a wealth code. We don't have a wealth code and we don't respect the wealth code. Our code is always found in the trenches. This is why such thing as gaining capital, ownership, wealth building, leadership is so looked down upon in our community. But things such as a BET Awards or things such as a Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl is seen as the standard of high-level excellence.
Let me just let that breathe for a second, cause this girl came in guns blazing. People, I want y'all to understand something. I hope y'all understood what she said. And this is one of the biggest issues with the black community, and I'm gonna also throw in there and say the Spanish community. Even though the Spanish community does operate on different morale sometimes. I'm sorry, I keep moving the mic. Hear me out. That part about the Super Bowl, like, that's why black people look at the Super Bowl. Oh, look at Kendrick Lamar's performance. It was iconic. It was. A black man performing at a Super Bowl, if that's your standards of black excellence, no wonder why our people don't get nowhere. And here's the thing, here's the reason why we really having this discussion. You wanna know why? Because me personally, I'm okay with having this tough discussion. But a lot of my black friends, and this is why I love this panel, this is all black folk. And the problem is this: black folk, they limit themselves. They do it to themselves. And people, this is the problem, right? If you want to be successful in any kind of business, you have to go beyond your community. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. Hear me out. Let me give you guys a great example. Watch this. I did a song, right? in 2000, I was in high school. I did a song called San Juan, Puerto Rico, right? I'm just gonna give you guys a real example. The song dropped. I was in high school, y'all. Listen, I was in high school. And obviously there was mad jealousy amongst people in my school and all that. They were hating. Cause Funk Master Flex at the time was the biggest DJ. And Funk Flex took that song, and now that song was the best and the worst thing that ever happened to me, because I went on to make Buku, right? But the song was, I love it in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Lots of girls all over my people. Every night there's always a party. Sex and thongs and lots of Bacardi. So everything was about Puerto Rico, being on the island, enjoying it. I didn't even realize I put my own self in a box. And yes, did I make money from it? Yes. Did I travel from it? Yes. Did I perform from it? Yes. Did I have the experiences that I probably wouldn't have had that song came out? Mind you, the song was stolen. Let's be clear. Funk Master Flex, if you're watching it, you stole the song. I know what happened, Flex, but hey, the best thing that ever happened to me. But because you box yourself in like that, they try to cage you. So labeling your business black-owned business, you're caging yourself. Let me give you an example. Hold on, let me close this door, because this is, I already know we about to. So what happens is this, right? Everybody knows me for wearing jewelry my whole life. I've been wearing jewelry my entire life. And everywhere I've always performed, I've always looked like a rapper. I like wearing fitteds, jeweled out. And it's so crazy because then when I get on stage and I start singing, it throws people off. And that was one of the tools that I used to attract people. Like, they'll look at me, they'll see I got the big beard. First of all, I've always had a beard before Rick Ross. I was in high school shaping up my beard. My beard was thick. But hear me. When you sit here and you cage yourself, like I said, me dressing like a hip-hop rapper, but I'm singing R&B, it threw people off. So now they have to expand beyond their thought. They have to try to fathom everything at once. Like, look at this guy up there looking like a hip-hop artist, but he's singing R&B. That's crazy. Then it's crazy because in one moment I could be on stage and I'll hit them with that tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl for me. I hit them with some Frank Sinatra. I can hit them with that, and I'll be like, what the fuck? So it throws them off. It throws people off. But hear me. That's why, if you noticed, pay attention, y'all. Every time we label ourselves, we hurt us. Like, for all those who are artists out there, oh, so what kind of artist? So what do you do? Rap? What you do? Reggaeton? You do? I do music. Listen, I've been saying this for almost the past 10 years. I do music. Oh, I'm saying, what kind of music? Music. If you, whatever you need me to do, I can do it. So this is the same thing when it comes to business. And now you heard the young lady. She said, if you're black and you want to be successful in business, you're going to have to expand beyond the black community, because the black community is not going to support you. And the reason why this conversation is so important is because most people are in denial, and this conversation bothers them. Y'all already know. Good morning to everybody. Hit the like button, y'all. But I'm gonna let these people talk. This is a tough crowd right here. You wanna know why? Because I want you guys to understand something. This hits home. I know a lot of people that have black owned business labels on their companies. And I'm like, I promise you, you're not going to go nowhere. I promise you, you're going to continue to be in this little small box. And even though people may think, like, my company's black owned business, but and we're bringing in 150K a year. Though you may think that that's okay, but that means that you're also going to have to be working that thing for the rest of your life, where it won't flourish and grow. Ready? Let me give you guys a perfect example. Watch this. Anybody watching right now, do you guys know what Akon's record label, the name of his record label was? Does anybody know what Akon's record label, the name of his record label is? Does anybody know what Akon's record label, the name of his record label is? Because I want you guys to understand something. This is all gonna make sense, because some of y'all may or may not know. Remember when Akon's famous sound is the gate closing, the prison gate, the convict. His label was Convict Music. Convict Music. The gate closing. Once you heard the gate closing, you already know it's Akon. Same way when you hear Maybach music, you know it's Rick Ross. Isn't it funny? Akon changes his label name to Con Live, got Lady Gaga, he's gone. Because the word convict, though there are many different cultures and ethnicities in jail, but unfortunately, because he is a black artist, and I love when Akon explained this, because Akon is a black artist, and him having a label called Convict, it wasn't selling to the masses. It wasn't. How long you think Akon was gonna do? Locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. I'm locked up. Like, how long did you think Akon was gonna do that? And I'm gonna offend some people. Some black folks are gonna come in here and get mad, and I don't give a shit about none of them. You wanna know why? Because this is the problem. Nobody can talk to y'all. Nobody can help y'all understand why y'all killing y'all own shit. But let's keep rocking and rolling. But then when Akon, he had T-Pain, all of a sudden his music changed, Lady Gaga, and he's off to the races. Akon is responsible for some of the biggest artists' careers when he changed his label name from Convict Music, which is heavily associated with the street and doing bad things, to Con Live. Now he's flourishing. He don't got to do music no more. Akon is probably the shortest career, the most successful shortest career of any artist I think I've ever seen in my life. He came on, got his money, did what he needed to do, and got the fuck out. That's how you're supposed to listen. You're supposed to fuck the music industry, not let the music industry fuck you. So Akon actually did it the right way. And if a lot of you guys were smart, you would look and see what Akon did, and he got the fuck out. But the problem is this: we got rappers out here wanting to rap until they're dead. No one's gonna sit there and watch you in a cane, fucking gray hairs, rapping on stage. Now the beauty is this: singing R&B is different. I could sing till I'm in the grave. Now that's the beauty. I'm grateful that God gave me that gift to sing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give me the gift to write. He gave me the gift to sing, to songwrite. Celine Dion, Frank Sinatra's, like all these. I can go into my later years, the Isaac Brothers. I could do this till I'm gone. But let's continue.
Okay. So do you guys agree with her, or do you think that Black people should just stay loyal to the Black community, Black restaurants, supporting Black businesses, supporting Black people when it comes to entrepreneurship, looking out for your Black friends when it comes to in corporate America or anything of that nature? Anybody can go ahead.
Why would you do that? Why would you limit yourself like that? Is that what they teach you in business school? That why would you limit your options like that? I'm just curious because I haven't been here before.
You found a place.
It's a fact.
Of complete focus.
I'm telling you, some folks are gonna get hurt. This stream is gonna hurt some of y'all.
Why would you be so boxed in? Like, you think the black community is gonna pay for all those bills or something?
I don't know. Maybe they're your people. They're your friends.
I get that. But I'm not saying to exclude them. I said, why would you exclude? Why would you keep it like only that box? Like, what would be the reason? Like, you'd open up a business, said whites not allowed. Like, what would be the reason that you would do that?
Whew.
I agree.
Did you hear what this man just said? Did you hear what this man just... See, this is people. There are two different type of black people. I want to be clear. I don't care what the color of your skin is. Listen, my grandmother was 100% Puerto Rican from the island. She was born on the island of Puerto Rico. I want you to understand, my grandmother was blacker than all of the people on this panel. My grandmother's skin was darker than everybody on this panel. Let's be clear. My grandmother was Puerto Rican. Y'all, my grandmother was darker skinned than all of these people on the panel. I know Dominicans who are darker than everybody on this panel. I told y'all, I'm gonna hurt some feelings today. Some feelings are gonna get hurt. Some feelings are gonna get hurt with this stream today. But y'all gotta understand, I don't care about offending people because the truth hurts. The truth is offensive. The truth is offensive. But I'm gonna say this again. Like this man just said, what is the reason why you're labeling your company black owned business? Is the point for you not to have white people come? Like, what is the purpose of you just labeling that? Why can't it just be a business? Let's keep going though. This is why I'm gonna let this video cook, cause some of y'all guys gotta get this. Y'all gotta feel this hurt that you about to feel.
Like I'm loyal to who's loyal to me. I have the same expectations and standards across the board, regardless of whether you're black or not. I'll support black businesses, etc. But if you have bad customer service, or if I feel like you're trying to price gouge or whatever, I'm not coming back.
Okay.
Her conclusion is right, but her premise is wrong. Black people are not the only people running away from black people. When white people get money, they don't stay on the trailer parks. They go up the hills, living with people that have money. Nobody's complaining about living next to LeBron James' son and family. The thing is, you can be black first. It's a difference between black only or just rocking with black people and be black first. There's a lot of people in this space and on YouTube streets, whatever, that literally benefited from having a black-based crowd. Put a bunch of money in their pockets, help them build and solidify on this space. Of course, if we're talking about economics, it's very fair for you to not corner yourself into this little spot where you can only sell to black people, but you should take in consideration what got you there, and probably black first should.
Now, I don't have no problem with what he said. I don't have no problem with what he said. You want to know why? The problem is people don't know how to separate it. People don't know how to listen. Being black first and black owned, that it's two different things. And here's the problem. Here's the problem, y'all. We live in, like I always tell you guys, we live in a world where we are choosing not to. We want to get rid of meanings and words and what they mean and what they stand for. So a lot of people get upset But what he said was correct. Economically, there is no way you should ever put black owned business on the label of your business. Now, if you're black first, that's how you choose to rock. But your business should be for all. People, let me tell you something. I can tell you firsthand from being in the finance game, and I can tell you firsthand from being around a lot of friends who have black owned businesses. I promise you this. It's a turnoff to anybody walking by desiring or maybe wanting to go into your store to buy your product. Ready? Shout out to my man Vic, BX Vic, Vic Music Hut, The Hut. My man Vic, it doesn't say Puerto Rican owned. It doesn't say Spanish owned business. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say Spanish owned business. The only people that feel the need to have that individualism is black people. And I'm sorry. This is why with them saying what they saying is powerful, because it's only black culture. Why? Because this is what happens, y'all. Let me please allow me to explain. When y'all guys start off like black owned, you can't escape it. And what happens, like this man said, a lot of people, they have gained their popularity because they started off with black. Like they're black people, and they feel like they owe some kind of loyalty to them. You may not like it. That ain't the problem here. The issue here is we live in a time where hear me out. Maybe I'm confused. Everybody's always speaking about what is this shit? You always see people talking about what is this? Dr. Umar is always speaking about reparations and all kind of segregation and all that, but then you go put black owned business on your company. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me, how does that make sense? You people, and this is people, you're gonna hear, they're gonna go off, but I need you guys to understand, me being somebody that I have a lot of different cultured business friends, Indian, Chinese. The only people that struggle with their business are all of my friends, what up, that say their company is black owned business. They're the only ones that gotta fight. They're the only ones that have to fight. And do I think it's fair? No. But do I think that you should put that label on yourself? No. Now, like he said, he is correct. Fatty is correct. It's one thing to address black people. If you're black first, cool. But black owned, that's different. Because black first, you're not going to have that label on your business, but you know what your business caters to first. But black owned, you're killing yourself. You're throwing your business in the garbage. Listen, man, I know it hurts. It's bothersome. I get it. I get it. It's truly, truly bothersome. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. They just telling the truth.
The priority, and then expand to the other communities that want to get your business, right, like everybody else does.
So nobody voted for Obama because he was black, or voted for Kamala because he was black.
Why would you do that if it's not beneficial? If it's not the best person for the job?
No, it's not a question for you to ask a question. I'm just saying, like, it happens.
In my ignorance, I did. Yeah. I was fresh out of high school, didn't really know much about politics, and in my ignorance, yes, I did, but I learned.
You
Very
voted on
quick.
who?
Obama.
You see? You see? You see, and this is the problem. We need more people like her right here. This lady right here. Shout out to Sincere Daisia. Shout out to her. People, as y'all see, this is not going to be a popular stream. This is not going to be a popular, because this is going to be offensive to some people. Because I want you to understand, for her right here, for sincerely to say, I voted for Michelle. I voted for Kamala Harris because she's black. I voted for Barack because he was black. You see, that's ignorance. That's ignorance. And nobody's gonna, and the problem is this, because there isn't enough people in the culture to push the narrative to change it. And I'll be honest with you, if I'm being frank, I think it changed. Because who's the president? So that lets you know all that black shit was not flying. It was not flying with nobody. People are opening their eyes to realize, like, yo, I have my own brain to think. I have my own mind to think. You feel what I'm saying? And I truly, truly believe that this is what hurts us as a people. You ready? Watch this. Let me give you an example. All the sabrasuras in New York City, the brisas, all the Spanish spots, I see nothing but black people, white people, Asian people, Russian people, tall people, short people, fat people, skinny people. I see all kind of people eating at the Spanish restaurant. Hear me out. Sabrasuras in New York City, there's Sabrasuras 1 and there's Sabrasuras 2. I'm only speaking about these two companies. I want you guys to understand. Let me tell you how business is supposed to go. Sabrasuras 1 is on Castle Hill. Sabrasuras 2 is on Parkchester. This is a Spanish restaurant. You know who runs it? Chinese people. Holy shit. Yo. This is the problem. This is the problem. Good morning, what a prophet. This is the problem with our black people, bro. This is the problem. Sabrasuras this is Spanish food, and it's ran by Chinese people. That's what I call smart business. I call that smart business. That's called smart business. Because these people were like, I found a need. Sabrasuras over there on Castle Hill was a smaller place. There was always lines outside waiting, so they made a bigger one, and the Chinese people run it. Hear me out. You know how many Mexican businesses I've seen, even in New York City? Who's the people that are running it in the front? The white folks. Nobody has issue mixing and mingling their business. Nobody. Now the Chinese actual store, like the little hood spot where they be selling you the cats that they be catching in the backyard and the rats and all that, that's a little different. But hear me. But people push this narrative of black people this and black people gotta stick together. But black people are most time black people are the ones that they want to deal. If you can go into McDonald's and negotiate the price, they probably would. If your company being labeled black owned business was gonna be the thing, maybe people thought because they labeled it black owned that more black people would come in, but no, most of the time the data shows that Everybody always want a deal. They want half off. You're like, can you cut me in? Can you XYZ? Like XY. But let's keep going. This conversation is crazy.
Obama.
So who was running against Obama?
At the time,
At the time, he was better. He was the better.
Since you regret it, who was running against Obama, Miss?
well,
Yeah, you're full of shit.
what are you talking about?
You don't know who he was running against. He ran 2 times.
Don't give me the line. But
Now, why is he coming at her like that? Because he goes, I hate that can you hook me up mentality, right? You ready? Hear me out. I keep telling y'all. Offline, some of my biggest supporters are white people. I'm sorry. Now, I got my brothers that support me. They be super chatting me and all this. Listen, but I'll tell you right now, if I had to rely on my people, my culture to blow up, it's a problem. It's a problem. And you ready? Let me give you an example. I used to live on Gun Hill, right? In the Bronx, right over there by the hospital. There was this was probably the smallest store I ever seen in my life. Listen to me. This is probably the smallest bodega I ever seen in my life. It was probably about the size of a bedroom. It was a Mexican spot. The only reason why that store was popping every single day, flooded, because the store specialized in food that they specifically make for that culture in Mexico. That's different. But if you go into like a regular bodega, they'll have a mixture of it. But this little small store catered specifically for the needs for right there. You can't get mad. Cause this is imported. This is imported things specifically for a specific culture. That's different. That's different. But you can still go in there and get a soda, get some chips and all that. But you know when you was going in there, most of the stuff in there was gonna be to cater the food, especially since here, like I'm sorry y'all, like even down over here, hear me out. Ask my wife. Down over here in the South, you know how hard it was hard to find plátanos? Hear me. You know how hard down here it was to find plátanos? Bro, I'm Dominican, nigga. I need mango at least 2-3 times a week. Like, Papa, Papa, I gotta make that mango. My son, nigga, my son like that mango. I gotta make that shit. I would come, listen, y'all, I would ask people, do you got plátanos? They're like, what is that? Excuse me? The green plantains. They're like, oh, no. I had to go damn near, especially when over here in New Mexico, I had to damn near go all the way to Albuquerque, to the hood, like the trenches, to the hood, to get plátanos. This shit is crazy. Prophet says, good morning. He says, black people don't support black people. We still have that slave mentality. We are so destroyed. No, I'm still sleeping. We are so destroyed as a people. Okay. And it even says it in the scripture. Hey, it is what it is. And appreciate the comment. And the problem is this: the reason why this live stream is gonna be so sensitive to so many people, because there are some people who rely heavily on that black culture. People, do you know what it was when I left New York City for my neighbors to say good morning? I'm like, I'm from New York. I'm like this. What up? Hey. We're having a garage sale today. Do you want to come by? And then like, they bring you cookies, and then like, I'm like, the fuck you talking? It's too early in the morning for this shit. Come on, man. It's too early. But that was my fault. Because that ignorant mentality, I took it with me somewhere else. Now, I never let my guards down. I'm sitting right here and my pistol's literally right next to me. Like, it ain't disappear, it ain't evaporate, but now I'm more understanding that people are different in different locations. It is what I live in Texas. It's a norm here. I hear you. Let's keep going.
It doesn't matter.
Like, let me give you a better example, right? Ready?
I need to drop my belly fat.
I think that it's sad. I think it's sad. Look at the music industry.
I voted for him because he was black.
Look at the music industry. Do you guys not see how everybody's been turning on Fat Joe? Cause Fat Joe is like, yeah, I discovered this person, I discovered this artist, I discovered that artist, and people are coming out like, Joe, this is a lie. I discovered DJ Khaled, he did not discover DJ Khaled. Cause hear me out. See, people are saying, since when has ever a New Yorker came to a different state and supported anything? Ready? It's whack. But Miami artists support Miami artists. Texas artists support Texas. Atlanta artists support Atlanta. Like, the South will support the South. The West Coast will support the West. The up East they'll support. Because there's a whole big division. And it's sad because if I wanted to take the music serious down here, y'all, in the South, I guarantee you, I would blow up faster than being in New York City with all the executives that I know, that know me, and they know I get down. So let me tell you what happens. People don't want to take a chance on you in New York City because they're afraid to lose their spot. Let me just say what it is. They're afraid to lose their spot. They're afraid. They're afraid that if they make the wrong step and they mess up, that somebody's gonna take their spot and they done with. That's how the music industry works. You feel what I'm saying? Versus it being about talent, it's about where you located at. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
It don't
So
matter
who was the other person on the other side? Since you regret it, who was voting against him? Who was on the running against him? Who was running?
Hillary Clinton.
Thank you.
Hillary Clinton is from the Hillary is, oh my God. Hillary is a Democrat, just like him.
Yeah, it wasn't
Hillary, Jesus Christ. Hillary is a Democrat.
McCain.
Who was on the other side? You said ChatGPT. Who was on the other side? If you regret voting for a black man, who was on the other side?
And he's right. He is right, y'all. He's asking her, if you regret it, who was on the other side of Barack Obama when he was running for office? Now this is a legit question. You wanna know why? That's equivalent to you cheat on your girl. Or ladies, you cheat on your husband. Baby, I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again. I'm so sorry, but sometimes I'm so sorry. And if I ask you, why are you sorry? Because I'm sorry and I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. But why are you sorry? People, listen. Now, like I said, I know sometimes I may have an unfair advantage because I went to school to study this stuff, and I understand how to construct sentences, and I understand what chronological order means. An apology deserves an explanation. Ready? Because saying I'm sorry and saying I apologize is two different things. I apologize means I still stand on what I'm saying, but I apologize that it bothered you. But I'm sorry means the way it affected you, that's what I'm sorry for. And that deserves an apology. Ready? Watch this. I apologize that I offended you, and I'm sorry that XYZ this and that. Can I explain to you what triggers this? Well, XYZ this, that, and the third. Me and you haven't been ready. When a man apologizes, ready? Because fellas, let's be honest. When your lady gives birth, I'm gonna give you an example. When your lady gives birth, you do know that all that attention that you once had goes to the baby for at least the first 3 years. Like everything that moves in that house pertaining to the baby, y'all niggas is done. Now, I'm not saying this is a pass for you to cheat on your lady. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you got to work through that. But it's so much easier for a woman to forgive you for anything when you can say, honey, I apologize for doing this to you. Prophet said that's a fact, and I'm sorry. Can you please let me explain? And you know, if she's black or Spanish, go ahead, try to explain it. Like when you see this shit here, like that's the kashank and I'm fucking attitude. Go ahead. When you explain it, if you can pinpoint where the problem is and why you got there, it's easier for her to forgive you. Because look, I get it, we have a baby, but you haven't been hugging me, you're not kissing me, you know what I'm saying, you're not putting it down on me. I be trying to get this kid to sleep so we can have some alone time, XYZ. And if after her hearing that explanation, she may sit there and be like, motherfucker. Because now she's gonna, but babe, I'm tired and the baby and this, honey, I understand. That's why you don't see I do all this shit. I clean all this shit. I'm cooking. I'm fucking in the fucking, I'm in the fucking, in the kitchen like Salt Bay, and I'm over here just to free up all this time for you to come home and chill with me. But then you come home and you dive into the baby. I guarantee you it's an easier chance. Now, we on black owned business, but all this is connected because I want y'all guys to understand. This man is correct. He is asking her because she biasly picked and voted for Barack Obama and Kamala Harris, and he asked her a good question. So who are they running up against? If she can't answer that, then that means she doesn't stand firm in what she and her decision. Because in order for you to regret something, that means that you understood the other side. See, that's what y'all don't, people, that's why I've never said I regret anything. People, in my life, I don't regret anything I've ever done. You want to know why? Because that means that I have to comply fully to understanding the other side. That's where the regret comes from. That's where, ready? Who's ever seen the movie Acrimony? Do y'all remember the part in the movie Acrimony where Taraji B. Henson was like, baby, I'm so sorry, I regret divorcing you? Is that I was listening to my sisters got in my head. See, she was able to pinpoint her listening to her dumbass sisters is what got her divorced. If they can't do that, it wasn't sincere. And I'm only speaking facts. But now real fast. Ladies, I'm sorry, ladies. I know y'all don't like me when I start talking to y'all. I get it. We speaking about black-owned business, but I want you to understand. If I'm not mistaken, does it say he, she who finds a wife finds a good thing? Does it say she who finds a husband finds a good thing? Does it say they who find a wife finds a good thing? Does it say he who finds the person of this caliber finds a good thing? Can somebody type in the comment section, what exactly does the book say? Does it say he who finds a wife finds a good thing? Maybe I read the wrong book. If I'm incorrect, somebody please correct me. I'm not above reproach. If I'm wrong, and I'm gonna accept that. But please tell me, because this snowballs into the rest, because we're doing things out of order, right? But let me give you an example. I'm moving on while somebody tries to answer it. Maybe, like I said, I could have read the wrong book. Ladies, did you know the less you are prepared to be in a relationship and a marriage, the faster your man will find you unattractive? Let's talk about it. Now, people, every time I go live, I'm noticing this. Every time I go live, I'm noticing that other people are taking what I spin off from the topics. Now they're trying to act like they were the first ones to speak on it. But let's speak on it. Ladies, did you know the more your man has to teach you, the less attractive you will naturally become to him? Because it's kind of hard for a man to look at his woman, as a wife, if he has to constantly keep reminding you, telling you, coaching you, showing you, leading you all the time on simple things. Attraction is naturally gonna fall. Because I don't know any man who looks at his child and finds his child attractive. Now, have I heard stories of guys who are predators? We're not speaking about those guys. I'm talking about an actual man who's about his business, having to constantly keep on. You're naturally going to become unattractive. Woo, that's a whole nother stream for another day. I'm ready for that. But let's get back into this. So this man is correct. Fatty is correct when speaking to Sincere. If you don't know why you regret, and if you haven't taken the time to understand the other side, then you don't regret what you said. You're just trying to appease people. He goes, that's true. I've been in a relationship where I consistently have to teach, and after a while it becomes annoying, like teaching a child. I'm not lying. Y'all. I know what I'm saying may be hurting some of y'all, but that the purpose is for me, cause maybe hear me, y'all. Some of y'all didn't grow up with your father. Some of y'all didn't grow up with your moms. Some of y'all had no parents. Some of y'all had your parents, but y'all had no uncles on the outside to give you input. Some of y'all didn't. Some of y'all maybe don't have no real friends. You know what I'm saying? So maybe by listening to what I'm saying, and the only reason why I could say it the way I say it is because I have different life experiences on different levels. I know what it is to be homeless and eat out of the garbage can. I know what it is to sleep in the street and on a park bench. I know what it is. I know what it is to be in love. I know what it is to feel abandoned by your love. I know what it is to have children. I know what it is to have your children love you. I know what now because of my wife, I have the beautiful experience of knowing what it is from the morning to the night, having to raise a child, which is my listen, any moment my boy's gonna walk in here, bombard the whole room, walking like, hey dad, I don't care what you're doing, because my son gotta see me. It is what it is. But now I have the experience of knowing what it is to have a child from birth. He's about to be 3. there are some days that I'm like, yo, bro, you don't go nowhere, my nigga. Like, you don't got a job, my nigga. Like, bro, like, I be trying to lay down with his mom. He be right in the middle of this shit. I'm like, yo, fam. Like, at some point in time, you're gonna get fucked up. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. I'm exaggerating. I'm just giving you guys an example. Like, now I have this different level of experience. You feel what I'm saying? Like, from morning to the night, you cannot run from it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I know what it is to spend money for no reason. I know what it is to have money saved. I know what it is to go to... I was there, y'all. I know what it was to go to the gas station and be like, I need $10 in gas. All right, let me just put these quarters here. To now I go to the gas station, beep. Come on, let's go. Yo, I haven't even looked at the gas prices in at least 4 years. I go shopping, I don't be like, this is $5. I be like, I want this, whatever it is, beep, keep going. And I wasn't there before. So I understand. I have a different perspective on life because I've made it apparent, and I made it my business to want to experience life in different circumstances. The same way I told you guys, I've never really did drugs. I told you guys. Now y'all guys laughed at me. I told y'all guys. Remember how before I wanted to do like a drug journey? Don't laugh at me. Remember I told y'all I wanted to try every single drug at least once. I was gonna go to like a facility and like I wanted to try what, just so I could know like, why do these guys keep going to drugs? Alcohol is horrible. Drinking, listen, I got drunk one time, the fucking worst feeling. The drunk wasn't the problem. It was the next day in the morning. He said, facts, I use Supreme and I don't know how much the gallon. See what I'm saying? But like, I wanted to try everything. I told you guys, I think I was laced the first time I smoked weed because I was starting to see delusions. That would never happen for me again. But it's like, I wanted to try all these because I want life experiences. I want it, but now I'm not on that journey anymore. But you know, it's so when y'all guys are tuned into me, understand that my experience is vast. I have my eyes are wide open when I'm speaking to you guys. I'm from a very different side of town. I know what it is. I've been in, y'all guys know when I was in New York City, I was in security. Now that I left, I'm in the armed service. You guys understand, like there were just different things that I'm involved in. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the finance industry for a very long time. Shout out to my boss, Joe. You guys know I have heavily strong ties to several super huge sports companies. You feel like I'm in the music industry. That alone has given me a lot of experiences. So when I talk, I'm talking from a very different perspective. And I try to force you guys to go out there and get experiences. Because some of you guys think going on vacation, if you're in New York City, is going to Philadelphia, going to the Poconos, or going to Florida. Have you ever been to Montana? Have you ever been to Tennessee? Have you ever been to Wyoming? Like, nah, don't go to Wyoming. Because some of y'all guys will go there, and y'all guys are like, the agriculture will fucking make you lose your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be like, fam, like you'll probably see so much green. It's the same way like me. I'm not gonna laugh. I don't care. When I first left New York City and I came to see my wife and I came down here to Taos and New Mexico and I came over here to Denver, like the different level of air, like I threw up. I don't give a shit. I vomited. I was like, they're like, yeah, that dirty ass New York City air. And you know what? It was a game changer for me. I'd rather see all these cows walk around, coyotes walking around, than all these wild people in the street. I like to see grass. I like to see mountains. While y'all guys is looking at buildings. Shit is weird to me. But let's keep rocking and rolling, though. Let's keep rocking.
Did you go for Obama?
I'm in Portugal. I can vote, but I know who's running against him.
Shut up, man. You have no.
If I'm 5,000 miles away and I know who run against him, why you a local? Are you shitting on the black man when you don't know who run against him?
I hear you, bro.
She kind of made sense though. She didn't care who was running against Obama. It's just she voted because he was black, right? We do have people in the community be like, you know what, that person's black. Let
But
me
he
give them
is
leg
saying
up. This
she
is a black
regretted it,
business. Let me
so.
give them leg up. Like we were talking about it, and they were saying, you know, I'm gonna support black people first before anything. And I was
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, black people has done me the worst. White people has looked out for me when it came to corporate America, when it came to getting up there regarding certain positions.
What works better for fat loss? Is it A, avocado, B,
Come on, man.
salmon, or is it C?
I don't care about your damn.
When it came to giving me referrals, and I'm like, I went to a white college, so I've been around white people, and I'm like, I know.
Now I will say this, people. If everybody's saying the same thing, including listen, this lady right here is a black woman. This is a black woman right here. This is a black woman right here. You see the cursor around her face. If you have black people saying their experience with black people aren't good, is everybody wrong? See, this is where I'm confused. And this is the reason why, because I'm sorry, when it comes to black culture, it's way too many people that are on that sexy red wave. Then there are people who are on the Judge Joe Mathis waves. There are much more people that desire to relate to sexy red in the black culture than an Anton Daniels, than somebody who's doing it the right way. Hey, it's called freedom of speech. It's freedom of choice. You can pick whatever side you want, but you can't turn around and then say black people got to support black people, but you don't support black people. Ready? That's like saying, hear me, y'all. That's like saying the WNBA. We gotta support the WNBA because we this and that, and we this, and we demand this, and we. But listen, there are more women on earth than there are men. Why aren't all the women going to support the WNBA? Cause the shit is whack. They all want to watch the NBA players play. But now, if every woman went and supported the WNBA, it might go somewhere. That's the best example I could give you. If all these chicks, listen, people, if all the feminist women out there, women's rights and pro this and pro women list, pro life, why aren't all of these women at all the WNBA games? I'm just saying, if people, I'm gonna say this again. We do it to ourselves. If they played on shorts and tank tops and lowered the rim, it would be alright, hilarious. First of all, ready? Even that, lowering the rim. The ladies are like, why we gotta lower the rim? The guys don't lower the rim, XYZ, and because women want to be men so bad. This is the problem. Women want all the benefits of being men while keeping the benefits of being a woman. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. It's the same thing like black-owned business. You want all the benefits of having a business to sell to people, but you still want all the benefit of being a black person that owns the business. It does not work like that. Right. to have your cake and eat it too. That's crazy. Ready? Let me give you an example. The WNBA. Let me tell you how businesses kill themselves. And I'm going to do a whole nother video on this too, but it's perfect. People are like, Angel Reese is the reason why the WNBA's viewership went up. No, the fuck is not. I ain't never seen somebody miss so many wide open layups in my life. This chick Angel Reese is so garbage, but you want to know why they were pushing her name? Because she was a black woman. The person who brought all that attention, he said OG talking facts. If the person that brought all that attention to the WNBA was Caitlin Clarkson. Why? Because she doing Steph Curry shit. She shooting from the fucking half court. She fucking floating it like Steph Curry. She dribbling on people. So she is the reason all of the viewership exploded, not Angel Reese. Angel, but ready? Let's do it. If all of the Angel Reese fans came out and supported her, maybe there'll be a movement. That white girl made the right, but you know what's so funny? Even Caitlin Clarkson, her teammates are like, before her, they were flying behind the planes. They were flying coach. Caitlin got there, the money has tripled. Her team is flying on private jets. Her teammates are like, we know it's because of her. Why do you think I love the stigma that has been broken in the NBA? Black people are the best dunkers and the best shooters are white people. That's over. Because there's somebody named Steph Curry. There's somebody named Kevin Durant, in case you guys never heard of these people. There's somebody named Kobe Bryant, Reggie Miller, right? So this stigma has been getting broken for a while. Ray Allen. Ready? Who's the white boy who just won the dunk competition with three years in a row? You got white boys jumping out the gym. These niggas, they not playing. They not playing. These niggas is jumping out the gym. You got the Mexican basketball player who out there balling. What team is he? Was he on the Heat? Like McCunning. Listen. Last time I checked, somebody let me know what the guy that his all his animations are in 2K. The dunking guy doing 360s. He said, true, she's playing overseas and making way more money. Casey's making the bag. I hear you. It is what it is. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
No lie, I've gotten most hate from black people. Like, granted they want to bring up slavery and shit into conversations and we need reparations, but I was not a slave. I don't understand why people bring that into conversations when we have topics like this. And then they bring up the whole, oh, well, we don't have equal rights when it comes to certain positions. I'm like, that's your fault. Like, I mean, just work harder. But
people, hear me. I can't make this, people. This is why this video is so powerful. Because it is true. There are way too many black people that I talk to that every time we talk, something always has to go, because, you know, we was in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, your family, you haven't been a slave. Your parents weren't slaves. Like, you haven't experienced, people want reparations for shit that happened fucking 400 years before them. Segregation, cool. That's been there. But my nigga, was you picking cotton? So what the fuck do you want reparations for? What do you? We're being treated differently. People, hear me out. Let me say something. You want to know how I know that's a lie? I see black people from other countries, from fucking Africa. I see people coming from fucking Nigeria, and they come here and they make a way better living than you motherfuckers who were born here. I call it lazy. Sorry. I'm sorry. I see Spanish people come across the border, like the good people come across the border. They work at their job. Their boss says, Jesus, overtime, 4 more hours. ¿Tú quieres? Sí. Hey, honey, put my food in the microwave. You niggas barely want to hold down a 6-hour job. You fucking lazy ass motherfucker. Listen, it is what it is. People, you know what it is when I go to New York City and I see the same people in the same spot I left them in? Do you know what? Right. People, do you understand what it is that people, hear me out. When I would go to New York City and I'll pull up Escalades, I8s. One time I had a Rolls Royce, right? One time I did the Bentley Coupe, whatever the case. You know what it is for people to look at you with hate in their heart? My people, black and Spanish, then they want to rob you. They want to steal from you. You want to know why? Because for them, they rather steal it from you so they don't have to work for it. That's why I would never, ever, listen to me, I'm saying this now. I would never, ever, even my own friends, black-owned business, I would never support them because you're shunning your own people out. You're shunning the growth. How can we grow as a people if you black-owned business? I never seen Chase say white-owned business. I never see it. I never seen it. Black folks are the only ones that want to sit here and publicize a black person owns this. Ready? You want to know how stupid that is? That's as dumb as a woman. Listen, ladies, I'm about to hurt your feelings. Here we go. Get ready for it. Buckle up. That's as stupid as me seeing these stupid ass broads buy. He said white owned would start an uproar, right? That's as stupid as when a woman buys her first car. You know what they do? They want to put fluffy, they want to get a fucking fluffy or a sparkly, a fucking sparkle, wheel covers. They want to be sparkly and they want to put fucking eyelashes on the headlights and they want the fucking plates to have like rhinestones. Bitch, we all know this is your first car. Like, see, that this is the problem. This is the problem. Versus just drive the car. But you gotta make it look like a female car. Like, that shit is the dumbest shit in the world. He said the eyelashes be killing me. They want to put pink dice on the fucking mirror. Like, bitch. Like, cause so you don't feel like you achieve something just by getting in the car? You have to make it femaled out. You have to. You have to put the pink mats on the floor. You have to. Some of these chicks got the furry steering wheels. Why? You don't see guys going to put balls hanging from the license plate and like how 50, when 50 said, I'll make sure I put a pair of panties right here on the thing so they know that this is not my mama's car. Like, you understand when you do all those things, it's because you're trying to like beef yourself up for what? It's the same as black owned business. Ready? Now, to you guys, it's new. People, I've been wearing dookie chains and jewelry my whole life. My family has been in the jewelry business my whole life. So I've always had, so when I'm wearing big chains, people that know me, they're like, that's casual. That's what casual does. But to you guys that don't know me, I'm stunting. It's two different perspectives. He goes, I'm black first, but I'll take any money. Right. See, and that's the difference. Most people don't understand black first and black first means if they come into your business, they're gonna see African stuff, hair products to cater to black people, but you still have other things to cater to people. Black owned, you're shunning people. People are gonna be like, I'm not going into that store. And then we wonder why black owned businesses they tank. They gotta be out there crying for business. It's crazy. I don't know when. Well, it isn't generalized because, okay, so it isn't generalized when you have a whole staff of black people saying the dumbest thing you could do is label yourself black owned business. So nobody's generalizing. I'm reacting to an actual video down here at the bottom where black people are saying the dumbest shit you could do is be black owned business. So how is it me generalizing? See, I told y'all somebody was gonna get their feelings hurt. I told y'all. Because being black owned business is the dumbest shit you can do. You're killing your business. I told y'all somebody was gonna get emotional. I told y'all. But these are black people saying, why would you cancel out yourself? So stupid.
We can't say
So
black
stupid.
people try to look out for black people because it's just ignorance to me when they say stuff like that. But
Your statement,
I think it's about.
your statement actually is wild too.
what do you mean? Which part?
Your statement is wild. So like black people in mind support you through and through. And one thing that we have to actually talk you is about how your YouTube channel still has more subscribers than mine, and you still not been doing a job for like 3 years. What is work harder about that?
No, that's a difference. Men,
Oh, that's different, right?
you can't compare YouTube where you have men gawking over women. That's totally different. I'm
But you
talking
said work
about
harder.
Yeah, I mean it's YouTube. I could post a cute picture and get more likes. You can post
And then and there's the point. Do you think white men don't like pretty women?
Yeah, they do, but what does that have to do with corporate America? What does that have to do with what I've been supporting? I'm talking about my
A lot of times it's not.
I'm sorry.
A
what?
lot of times it's not about meritocracy. It's about who you know. It's about how you look. It's about how you come across.
Okay, so
It's not just work harder. I would agree with you. When you said work harder, it's like, do I have to work harder or do I have to know Anton Daniels from AntonDaniels.com?
No, so I'm talking about corporate America. I didn't
100% Prophet. 100%. That is the problem. People always want to be pro-black, super pro-black until it's time to be pro-black, and they don't do shit. He goes, we don't look at things from an emotional perspective. Right. If you guys can't understand that you have to open up your mind, and it's beautiful because you see this conversation happening amongst black folks, and you can see that they're like, the worst thing I would do is label my company black owned.
I didn't get in corporate America because of Anton.
And
So
that's
I
the same way
network.
in corporate.
So back to your networking, who you know. When I network with white people and black people, I've noticed that white people will reach out to other people to connect me with other people. Black people are usually selfish. What I've seen, they don't really want to help. And that's what I've encountered in corporate.
Now, I gotta agree with her there. You wanna know why? I'm sorry. I have experienced this. And see, if she was lying, y'all, and this is the reason why I do man talk, because I like to refer it back to the shit that I experienced, right? Hear me out. Should I say his name? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. So you ready? There's a person by the name of Sean Pecas in the music industry. Listen to me. There's somebody by the name of Sean Pecas who was in the music industry, or maybe he is. I know he fucked with Jay-Z. Hear me out. Right? Sean Pecas was known as one of the most known people in the industry, networking XYZ. But you know what's so funny? When it came to Sean Pecas, actually, Sean Pecas ain't never plugged nobody that he couldn't directly benefit from. Mind you, he ain't the only one. You know how many producers, executives, people that I work with, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know who I've worked with. You know how many people would rather gatekeep? No white person has ever gatekeeped me. No white person has ever gatekeeped me. No Spanish person ever gatekeep me. That's the point of labeling it black-owned business, so black people know you can support it. That's not how it works, though. See, you're misunderstanding it. See, I understand what you're trying to say. The purpose of doing it is so the blacks can support it. What I'm saying to you is that's not what happens. It's a double-edged sword. Because it is you're driving people away, yet your people won't support it because everybody in the community wants a fucking deal. But you ready? Hear me out. How I met Tommy Mottola, it wasn't through a black person. Jimmy Iovine, it wasn't through a black person. Every big person that I've ever met in my life was through, listen, I'm sorry, I gotta say it like this because this lady's right. This lady right here, her right here. What's her name? Q? Q is 100% correct. Hear me out. When I deal with white folks, they're like, oh, I got a friend. Hey Henry, I got a guy here who, he's a great musician. This guy is great. I'm gonna send you off. I'm gonna send you over here and XYZ and this and that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna send it to you this week, okay? Yeah. All right, Henry. All right, guy. They'll send you over there. They don't sit there and be like, well, first, let me see what you got. Let me see. You got to sign to me. I need you to sign to me. You want to know why? Because white people understand what debt is. I'm sorry, y'all. White folks understand what debt is. They understand, and hear me, and I'm going to make sure I say this shit. I'm make sure I say this shit clear so you guys can understand. He goes, Asian food places employ only Asians at the restaurant. It doesn't stop. But hear me. Pay attention. You said Asian food. Listen, Asian food, Asian restaurant. Right? Now, it doesn't stop. People, I'm going to say this again. You know how many Asian restaurants are owned by white people? The same way, see, I could tell they just walked in. I could tell that that person just came into the stream. The same way how I told you, Sabado Sudas is a Spanish restaurant in New York City owned by Chinese people. They're not saying Chinese owned, Asian owned. You can have any restaurant you want. It doesn't matter. Black owned restaurant, you're gonna screw yourself. But hear me, back to what I was saying, because Q is correct. Because you want to know why? All right, that's cool. That's cool. No problem, Storm. Hear me out. Hear me out. When I tell you guys, the only people that have stopped me, I know people that know Chris Brown. Like, they talk to Chris Brown like, yo, Chris, your breath stink, nigga. I know people that actually know the people that could change somebody's life. But you want to know what? The reason why they would never pull the trigger is because, I'm sorry, and most of the people are black. And some of them are Spanish. But I've never had a white person ever withhold the connect from me. Oh, I gotta link you. You gotta sign to me. And then once you with me, I'm gonna show him that you with me. And they gonna support you because you with me. But what the fuck did you do to earn that spot? So you think because you know the connect that I should go through you? No. It don't work. But white people understand. Hear me, y'all. Hear me. And this is why I'm so free. This is why I'm so easy to connect people. You want to know why? Because all it takes is this. All it takes is this. Don't forget. Don't forget how you got there. Don't forget how you got there. And that button keeps people humble. That button keeps people, hear me out, no cap, I'm not gonna lie. Look at the 2K community. Look at the 2K community. Ready? Nobody wants to help each other. Okay, but hear me. Ready? People, I blow up and get 100,000 subscribers. I end up on 2K community day. You're gonna see all the dick sucking. You're gonna see all the Gulp 3000. You're gonna see all the content creators in my comment section. Yo, we always knew you was gonna do it. We always had faith in you, True. Primo. Yo, Big Cuzzo, what up, my nigga? Because now they expect you to be that connection for them. No, the fuck I'm not. You ain't want to help me when I was down, bitch. I'm not gonna help you when you up. He said, True, you funny as hell. No, I'm just saying, ready? Even look at the manosphere, right? You got black content creators wanting to stick to black content creators. White content creators wanting to stick to white content creators. But then people get mad at platforms like, ready? Look, pay attention. Mediocre Tutorials, he should have been at 1 million subscribers. He's at 800 and something. He should have been, and he really got his bump because of Kevin Samuels. You ready? Look at the biggest platforms, Fresh and Fit, cross platform. See? Black and white folks come on, they talk, speak about problems and issues. Ready? No jumper. Even though I can't stand their platform, but black and white folks come up there, boom, boom, 1 million subscribers. When you guys come together, you blow up faster. But the problem is, everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be the top dog. People, hear me out. Chris Smooth has been stuck on 5 million subscribers for as long as I can remember. He has not gained to 6, 7, 8, 10. I will. You want to know why? Because the things that I'm going to do is going to push me there. Why? Because people are so small-minded. Ready? Why do you think I appreciate Shake? Every chance Shake gets, he gives me the bump. Yo, go over there and subscribe to my homie's channel, man. Don't miss out. This nigga's a monster. He goes, yeah, motherfuckers gonna be on Super Glaze. Right. And then what they're gonna expect is, now that I'm with 2K, they're gonna be like, yo, talk to me. Yo, like, I got my connect. No, but I wasn't your connect because you didn't want to connect me. But now that I am the connect, now you want me to treat you like, no, I'm going to treat you the same way you treated me. And then people will get frustrated and they'll get upset. Why? Why are you frustrated? Why are you getting upset with me for? For what? Listen, man, I'm telling you, man. Listen, I ain't never been gate kept by no white person in my life. None. None. None.
Corporate America. I don't know how corporate America is in Portugal, but that's just what I've encountered.
I know one group called the Bag Chasers, and they seem like they rock with each other, and they're all black.
Yes, that's a fact.
That's what I heard. I'm not 100%.
They aren't all black, just to let you know.
90% of them.
No.
I would say about 70, 75% of them.
And that's still majority. That's actually a great number.
I agree with you, Q.
Yeah.
Like I'm in corporate and I agree. Like I do have there's definitely a few of us black women that pretty much stick together, but outside of that it's like
it's halftime. Time to open the fridge.
all the other races.
Mm-hmm. Especially the black men, like they kind of look out for themselves. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't know how it is, whatever jobs y'all do, but I even had a boss, my last boss, reach out to me today. How's everything? Hey, there's a couple positions. He figured out I got my PMP, and he's reaching out to me based on something he saw on LinkedIn. I don't get that from the black people I've worked with. And that's just, as I said, my experience. So I honestly, I don't judge people based on their color, their race. I judge them based on their character. So I'm not going into a restaurant because it says black owned or only white people. No, is the food good? Is the food reasonable price? Like, am I gonna get good service like Chick-fil-A, or I'm gonna get ratchet service? So I think it's a big difference when it comes to different work environments and people.
I think part of the problem is that the Black community, I think this shows how much financial literacy we don't have, especially to narrow it down to just the 14% of the population where you want to circulate your dollar. Because if you have any type of business mindset, you're going to try to expand. That's why all these big corporations eventually try to go global. They try to hit a bigger market. They're not catering to the smallest demographic of people. And I don't know why we try to be so race loyal. Y'all can come for me if y'all want to. What has it benefited? That's all.
Because that's what everybody does.
Where does the mindset come from to be when you're opening up an establishment that it has to be like catered toward a certain culture or race? Like, why would you open up a business for that? Like, why wouldn't you open up the doors, period? Like, what would be the reason you would say, hey, this is only for blacks or whatever?
Well, black people are the highest consumers. So if a black person is opening a black, we consume.
No, white people
we consume. Well, as our group of people do consume in the U.S., we consume the most, but we own the least. Yes, we do.
Black people don't even buy
black people
CDs
are
of
one of
their
the highest
rap stars. What the hell are you talking about?
All right, y'all. I like this comment. So Storm says, I've been discriminated against and held back from progress because of the color of my skin. We don't know the color of your skin, but I'm assuming that you're saying it because you're a black person. I don't play black card. It's just true. It might not happen. It might not have happened to you, but it happens every day. I want you to understand something. The color of our skin is no longer a factor. Because the same way white people have found a way around and managed to still get their product and their stuff in front of black people, it's the same. Here's the problem. We don't want to maneuver. even us as Spanish folks, we don't want to maneuver. We don't want to do the uncomfortable shit to get to where we gotta go. We don't want to carry the crates. We don't want to carry the crates. If everybody that knows you old enough to know carrying crates, doing DJs and partying, you would carry their crates into the party for them. Because everybody wants to be the DJ. Nobody wants to carry the crates. Nobody wants to do what it takes. Everybody wants to be the CEO, but nobody wants to start off as the janitor. People want to go straight from the janitor straight to the CEO. Nobody wants to enjoy the process. And the thing is this, like you said, you've been discriminated against. How can you be discriminated against in today's time when you can create your own avenue? This is my point. We can create our own avenue, create your own lane, and the discrimination won't be there. But what I'm saying is, when you create your, I didn't sit here and say True Hall of Fame, the Spanish 2K player. I'm not saying that. I'm not doing that. But when you minimize yourself, you kill yourself. And there's discrimination everywhere, of course. You don't think that I go places and I got all my jewelry on and then I could see it? Cool, but you know what? Then when I approach them and I start speaking different languages, they're like, You have to give people a reason. See, that's the problem. Y'all guys want to come in as is and expect to get the same results that I get. It isn't even about business. You ready? Hear me out. Hear me out. I'll give you an example. I told this kid last year, right? I met this youngster kid, black young boy, smart kid, smart. Listen, smart kid. The nigga walking around like this with fucking dreads covering his eyes. Like niggas can't even see his... He walking around like he gotta see through the crack of his hair. He's always like this. Like, I said, have you ever considered tying your hair back? Have you ever considered like twisting your braids back, twisting your dreads back so that they could see your face? Did you ever think about that? You know what's so funny? I ain't never seen a nigga get his hair twisted so fast in my fucking life. He went and faded up his hair, came out with a shape up. Now they could see his face. He had nice. I put him on. It's okay. I put him on to the toothpaste that white, because I whiten my teeth too. That's why I should be so fucking white all the fucking time. But you know what? I put him on to the toothpaste. Boom, a whole different person. He went into a job. He got the job that he wanted because he wants to be a vet. The problem is this. Some of y'all would be like, I shouldn't have to do that. A white person wouldn't have to do that. Listen, white people come in, they have suits, they have the attire. The problem is this. Us people, sometimes we feel like we don't have to adjust. We do. We do. There's a saying that I grew up with. It says, dress for the job that you want. Dress for the job that you want. If you dress like a hoodlum shit's gonna come your way. That's why even me, there's a reason why they call me casual. Now you guys can't call me casual, but my family calls me casual. People that I went to high school with, they call me casual. I used to go to high school with suspenders on and full-fledged suits. They used to think that I was the teacher. But everywhere I went, I was always suited up. Why? Because I wanted you, it gives you a different level of respect. The problem is, most black people, they don't feel like they need to change. And it's never an in-between. It's always you see listen, it's always two different styles. It's either people want to go all the way to the extreme and want to wear fucking suits and fucking fur coats. It's either all the way one way or it's no way. They want to be either a thug, ready? That's like seeing when I see dudes wearing fucking full-fledged suits with Jordans. Let go of the Jordans. Kevin Samuels was trying to get y'all niggas to let go of the... Why do you think when Floyd Mayweather said, I don't own no pair of Jordans? He said, you want to know why? Because I never want you to confuse me with you. I never want... Now, it ain't that he don't wear Nikes, he don't wear sneakers. I wear Nikes, I wear sneakers. But you know what? I'm not going to... I don't have Jordans. I don't have Jordans. Because I don't want you to believe in your mind that you think that your money is like my money. It's not. It's not. He said white supremacy. Here we go. All right, let me school you. Three of my closest friends are owners of some of the biggest black-owned companies in this country. Three out of the top 25 top companies in this country, 3 of those companies are owned by my friends. And you want to say white supremacy? No, you know what it is? You're looking for an excuse. You're looking for an excuse to be a fucking failure. That's what it is. You're looking for a reason. You're looking for an excuse that, like, but white supremacy. So then, so let me ask you a question. So then, if the tides turn around and you blow up, what are you gonna say? It's because of black people. Is that what you're gonna say then? You blew up because of black, but you held down because of white. What? Cause last time I checked, when I look at some of these concerts, when I see Big X, you know I'm the biggest, the largest. When 50 Cent is on tour, most of the folks that are on his tour are fucking white people. When Mark Anthony sells out a concert, I don't see many black people there. I see Spanish, Spanish, they love Mark Anthony. But the Spanish people are at the top. They bought the cheap tickets. All the white people that I don't know no Spanish, they in the front. Esta pequi que sa bailar que si ti mi la la la. All they fucking know is la 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 la. We the cheap niggas. I don't know what you... Hold on, y'all. I was waiting for this. People, Storm didn't even know I was setting him up. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to pin the comment. Storm. See, you're not smart enough to have this conversation with me because you didn't even know that you was being set up. This is what I was looking for. I just pinned the comment. He said, no black person I know or hang around acts in the way you're saying. I told you. Listen, y'all. I'm sorry, mama. He's still sleeping? I'm sorry. People, I told you. This nigga's not smart enough to understand he was being set up. Look what he said. So people, look how small-minded this person is. Look how small-minded. He minimized this huge problem in the world to his little fucking circle. He said, no black person I know or hang around acts the way you're saying. He is small. This nigga is small. That's how I know you fucking broke. I know you broke. I know you fucking broke. People, I keep putting y'all on. I keep trying to show you niggas. You're the ones that... Alright, I'm getting them out of here. Here it goes. Bye. People, are y'all not seeing what I'm saying? People, are y'all not seeing what I'm saying? He took this global issue and said, none of the black people that I know and that I hang around. He shrunk this global issue to himself. People. He goes, I'm seeing what you're saying. People, that's like me saying, world hunger ain't real, nigga. All my niggas, we eating, nigga. We all got Beamers and Bentleys. We all eating good. So that means that world hunger is not real? This is the problem with black people. This is the problem with black people. He just showed you what the problem is with black people. He just showed you. Bro, he just showed you people why black people get nowhere. White supremacy. All the black guys that I know, the black people in that I hang around that I know, bro, for all I know, you got 5 friends. For all I know, he got 5 friends. He said, poor is a mentality. It is. Like I said, that's like me saying world hunger ain't real because I'm not struggling. Everybody that I fuck with, listen, my wife will tell you. May sound crazy. Damn, my eyes almost got watery because I can still see her in her. She goes, you know what's crazy? All of my boys, listen, now I have a crew called Team Brother. Once you in Team Brother, you in Team Brother. It's like 17, 18 of us. She's like, do all of your brothers take care of their kids? I'm like, yeah. Like, they all home taking care of their kids. I'm like, yeah. We all have businesses. We all make money. We take care of our kids. Our wives have jobs. When they come home, we switch. We all take care of our children. She's like, that's so crazy. How all of your... So because all of my friends make money, that means homelessness is not real? So because all of my niggas get money, that means that people are not really starving in the street? This is the problem with black people, y'all. And this is why you hear this conversation happening with them. Because you just got a perfect example, y'all. That's why I blocked him. Cause you could tell he's like white supremacy and the white people, they hold us back because we're black. And I'm like, how? He said, that's a perfect example of being ignorant. And I'm happy, y'all, that y'all got a chance to see it. I'm happy that y'all got a chance to see it in my comment section. Such a stupid person. They're holding me back. Society and white supremacy is holding me back. It happens every day. So hold on, hear me, y'all. So hear me. You want to hear the other stupidity? It happens every day. Black people are being held back. So is it the black people that you run with? Because if it's the black people that he run with, then maybe he's in the wrong circle of black people. Did you ever think of that? He goes, you can't be my friend and not taking care of your kids. No. All right, I don't think you understand. So, most families, so hear me out. The way God intended families to be structured is somebody's supposed to be home with the children. We don't believe in daycare. We take care of our own kids. I watch my son in the daytime. The same way all the other guys that I know, they have businesses. We have things that we do. Now, I'm just so grateful that I get to work from home. Not only that, I remember, y'all guys know I'm on the clock all the time. That phone call comes through, I'm out of here. But hear me. What I'm saying to you guys is this. There should be nobody outside of your home taking care of your children. That's where, if you're a man of Yah, only if you're a man of God, that's where having multiple wives come from. Y'all don't hear me though. We all take care of our kids. When the wife has to step out and she's gonna go out, the kids are left with me. We're not leaving kids with no babysitter. He said, I hear you, brother. It is what it is. It is what it is. But the thing is this, the reason why people can't relate to me, some can because they know I'm keeping it thorough, but then some can't because it could be jealousy, it could be envy, it could be whatever. But you literally just watch somebody say, the reason why I'm not successful is because of white supremacy, and they stopping me. And I don't know any black person that conducts themselves that I hang around that I know. So you're minimizing a global issue to just the people that you know. This is the small-mindedness. This is why these people are having the discussion about labeling your business black-owned business is the dumbest shit in the world. But let's keep going before I let y'all guys go.
All of the white companies, big corporations, they gear towards black audiences because we are one of the top groups of consumers. That is.
Now, I should probably give her some time. She just said it. How is it that a white company, how is it that a white person can build a company and cater it towards black people and all people, but black people can't create a company that creates that expands to all people? It's always black owned. This is black perfume. This is for your black skin and for your black hair, for women of my color and kinky hair. And why can't you just make a product for the world? I'm telling you.
Tell me one industry where black people actually buy more than white people.
I couldn't tell you. I would have to look it up. But you can take yourself and look up what group of people are consumed.
Even black music, black entertainment.
The founders.
Is bought by white people.
Founders are black people, yes.
I'm concerned. When we talk about consumers and having, black people have the least as far as.
Watch what eggs do to your old dog's body.
Raw egg or cooked egg? It doesn't actually matter. Eggs are great for dogs, so.
As far as income, but we consume the most.
Lady, who buys more Jordans? Black people or white people?
Well, you have to look at population. So
that's the point. That's the point. Who buys it more?
I'm talking about consumers, though.
Consumer is buying things.
As far as
closing the doors. Yep.
As far as you can have a person that's rich. A person that's rich. That oftentimes they're not huge consumers. They're not going to buy the Jordans. But it's us. We don't have very much money as a group, but we're going to buy the Jordans. How many times have you gone into hood or impoverished neighborhoods and seen well-to-do people? All the kids have on Jordans. They have $100 book bags. Do you get my point? Do you not? You don't.
And that's the point. I live in a 95% white country. Everybody has Jordans. They are consumers. The white Okay, it's just that even the things that we produce globally are not bought in majority for black people. They are bought from white people. I know there are exceptions. I will understand that a FUBU jumpsuit will be bought more for.
And the real problem is this, because what they're speaking about is a fact. People, hear me out. People buy Jordans to use it like a symbolism. Like, I got money. I bought these $500 pair of Jordans. But you still going home to the projects. You know damn well that pipe is about to bust in your bathroom. Black people buy things. People, hear me out. I know white kids that got Jordans, even little kids, and they fuck up their Jordans. Listen, they treat them Jordan sneakers like them shits is a pair of fucking Skechers. There's a big difference. People, this is when I learned something. Hear me out. I don't buy clothes and things like that for status. I buy clothes and things for comfort. Like I showed you guys the other day. Let me show you guys, look. Now you guys know I got some wide ass feet. My feet is wide as fuck. So the other day I went and bought these sneakers, right? It wasn't for status. It wasn't for status. All right. Hi, Papa Lindos. Hi, Papa. Good morning. Un besito, un besito. Hi. Okay. Mama. Say mama. I'm Dada. Mama's in the baño. What? Go knock on the door. Yeah. He has to see both of us. It's kind of weird, but. So, I went and got the Anthony Edwards, right? Now, the only reason why, see, not me. Yo, True, why do you always buy Uptowns? Why do you always buy certain sneakers? Because you see the wide foot. If you don't have this wide foot in the front, I can't rock your sneakers. And there's no Jordan on planet Earth that has the wide foot. Jordan is made for slim feet. Or at least I feel. Because them shits is be tight as hell. He goes, bro, those are Anthony Edwards are tough. Yeah, man. Like, I only buy sneakers that have the little space in the front. If Jordan catered to it, maybe I might rock some Jordans. But I don't rock Jordans. But most of you guys rock sneakers for status. Oh, look. Already, when y'all guys rock True Religions, it's for... I've never owned me a pair of True Religions in my life. Ready? These glasses right here. My wife got me these. These are the original Biggie Smalls, right? With the transitions, right? Because I would always wear... I hate putting glasses on and off. So my wife got me these and got them transitioned. It's so funny. Literally, like 2 years after that, I started seeing everybody rocking the Biggie Smalls. It's crazy how fashions die and come back. But I want you guys to understand something. I don't rock North Pole or whatever. I said North Pole? I'm fucking old, mama. That's what it is. South Pole is a clothing. It's called North Face. I don't rock North Face. Now I do rock members only, but that's besides the point. But I don't rock North Face. I don't rock Ferragamo and all, bro, because a lot of people wear those things because it makes them feel like they're more above than what they actually are, but they struggling. He said, "True, I envy you for them shoes." Yeah, well, like even that. People always be like, "Why you always getting sneakers and you don't rock you don't wear them?" Cause my brother-in-law is a general manager, and whenever the sales come up, we go get sneakers that are $180, $200, and I get them for half price. Like, people, you don't think that people when you make money, you learn how to keep your money. You learn how to keep your money. He said Jumpman Pro quicks are wide-toed. Oh, I ain't never seen. They're ugly? Yeah, my wife used to be a sneakerhead too, so she know about all them sneakers. But this is what I'm saying, like, people, ready? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all not gonna like this example. They speaking about black folks buying Jordans. Who remembers that movie? What is it called? Do the Right Thing. Remember when the white guy came and scuffed the guy's Jordans, and they were like, "Yo, these are my fresh pair of Jordans. You scuffed." He goes, "It's $109 plus tax." Because black people use Jordans for style. White people just buy Jordans because they're sneakers. Like right now, now I'm gonna get me a pair just to put them in the box and get them signed, cause I happen to be cool with him. So Stephon Marbury is like this with my family. Like my family is wild cool with Stephon Marbury. So when his sneakers come back out, I'm gonna get them signed and put them shits up in the shelf. Cause I wasn't smart enough when I was younger and Stephon Marbury's hanging out with us. I didn't realize, get this shit signed and put it up somewhere. Like, but now I'm gonna get it signed and put it up. Even with my Shaqs. When my Shaqs arrive, I'm gonna wait because I know Shaq's gonna sign my shit. I'm gonna have Shaq sign it. I'm gonna put it on the wall. The Shaquille O'Neal's signed with Shaq. But you see what I'm saying? But like, people do things for different reasons. Ready? Let me give you an example. He goes, I grew up wearing Starberries. Right. Hear me. One thing my brother showed me, Big Man. Shout out to Big Man. If you watching Big, I love you, twin. You know what time it is. Me and my family, we love you. So one thing my older brother showed me was this. I stopped posting pictures of the shit I be doing and the people I'm hanging out with. In fact, you know what I do? If I take a picture with Khaled, a picture with Wyclef, I take a picture and I put it on my wall. Why? Because it's so much more impressive when people come to your house and they see, holy shit, you know all these niggas? Versus you trying to post it because you want to seem like you bigger than you are, but you're not. That's the reason why you go and buy those Jordans. Wait. Say hi. Don't be rude. You came in here. Okay, cool. Say hi. You didn't say hi to nobody? Hi. Okay, say good morning. Hi to baby. Okay. You can't just walk in here and not be, you know what I'm saying? Huh? It's not funny. Yeah. It's not funny. Go, Mama Linda. I'm coming out there right now. But like I said, man, that's the difference. It's the same way how some of you guys buy luxury cars because you want to stunt. Buying luxury cars, people, have you ever drove in a Toyota? He said, good morning, Lil. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Have you ever drove in a Toyota? Driven. Have you ever driven in a Ford Focus?
A Toyota is nice.
Toyota's. Okay. She likes Toyota, but I got her out of that. But the minute you jump into a BMW, a Mercedes, sometimes depending on the Escalade, G-Wagon, the luxury you feel, once you're driving in one of those vehicles, you can't go back. It's impossible. That's like blowing up, making all this money, and you want to come back out and hang out in the hood. What you in the hood for? But like their argument says, labeling your company, your business, black-owned business, is hurting yourself. Just let it be a business for the world. Let it be for everybody. Let everybody consume what you pushing out. That's why y'all see me. I be here on my streams, and I be fucking around. I be hearing how you say this in patois or whatever, and I mix it up because I'm for everybody. Let me rephrase that. I am for everyone, but I'm not for everyone. Because not everybody likes the fact that I'm so diverse. They don't like that. And some do. Some do. It is what it is, y'all. You know, this was a great stream. I appreciate everybody showing up, showing out, showing love. I'm going to see y'all on the flip side. Y'all already know True Hall of Fame builds. Here with the Hear Me Out podcast and this segment of Man Talk. It was a pleasure, man. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for hitting the like button without me even having to say anything. Thank you guys, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all already know. We out of here. 1.